Earth sign Sun Moon rising the 22nd of July to the 28th of July 2020 for full version on my YouTube channel Frequency Phoenix 555.
Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 22nd of July, the Sun enters Leo. The Sun is exalted in its own sign. As this Sun moves into Leo, your confidence and charisma soar. This is an ideal time to showcase your talents and creativities. Express yourself through art, music, or any project that's your passion. Plan an event with friends or family to share your vibrant energy. Step into leadership roles and inspire others with your enthusiasm. Celebrate your achievements and be proud of whom you are. On the 23rd of July, the Sun in Leo is in opposition to Pluto in Aquarius. The Sun is exalted in its own sign. Think of it as a scenario where you need to assert yourself against a challenging figure. Stay true to your principles and avoid being manipulated. It's crucial to address underlying tensions in relationships. Set boundaries to protect your personal space and well-being. Maintain your composure in all confrontational situations. On the 24th, the Moon in Pisces is conjunct to Saturn in Pisces. The Moon is in fall. Focus on your emotional health and establish clear boundaries. This is a good time for meditation and quiet reflection. Approach emotional challenges with practical solutions. Support a friend or loved one going through a tough time. Be patient with yourself and others as you navigate complex emotions. On the 25th, the Sun in Leo sextiles Mars in Gemini. The Sun is exalted in its own sign. Direct your energy towards productive activities and teamwork. Clearly and confidently communicate your ideas to inspire others. Engage in physical activities to release excessive energy. Network and communicate with people who share your interests. Lead group activities and relish the sense of achievement. Balance your assertiveness with flexibility for success. On the 29th, Chiron goes retrograde in Aries. Chiron is in fall in Aries. Think of revisiting old wounds to find closure and understanding. Focus on understanding your personal pain and its impact on you. Engage in healing activities and practice self-care. Seek guidance from mentors or therapists if needed. Be patient and allow yourself to feel vulnerable during this journey. On the 27th, the Moon in Taurus squares Pluto in Aquarius. The Moon is in detriment. Recall a time when you had to adapt quickly to sudden changes. Stay focused and ground yourself in your values amidst the chaos. Avoid power struggles and seek composure where possible. Use the time to declutter your physical and mental space. Stay calm and trust in your resilience during adversity. On the 28th, the Moon in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces. The Moon is exalted in Taurus. This transit fosters a balance between practicality and compassion. Dedicate time to tasks that nurture both your emotions and duties. This is a great day to solidify plans and make steady progress on goals. Offer support to loved ones through small, meaningful gestures. Utilize your patience and determination to achieve lasting results. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big cat wave! Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat, Earth Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your messages for the next 7 days. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Big cat wave. Let's dive right in and unpack. Give it a shifting. Oh, you have the element of a 10, darling dears. 10 speaks about what? Ending of a cycle, something about to go through a full-on transformation. Yeah, you finished out some kind of cycle, darling dears. It also speaks about karma as well as endings. Okay. The energy of the 10, darling dears. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. This is about your routine changing for the better. You could be getting a new job, a new promotion. You could be retiring, darling dears. It all speaks about leaving a circumstance or situation, but going towards something better. A change of fortune for you. It could also be in the form of a new home, a new car. All of the above, darling dears. Well, it is Pentacles after all. When we break the 10 down to a 5, darling dears, we have it on top. Again, this speaks about your promotion, some kind of ambition. Maybe you're going into a leadership role. Maybe something to do with the law. It's about you being in a more influential position, darling dears. Being able to what? Flex your muscle on your ambitions. You've got a 10 and 4 at the side and in the front, darling dears. Good golly and gosh, I know, bestie. I know. This is, as I said, your fortune is about to change. It is going to be an upswing, darling dears. Something that you've been working very hard towards. The combination of a 5 speaks about a major life-changing circumstances quickly approaching you. A major decision that you will have to make, possibly around the energy of the new moon. New moon in Leo on the, I believe it's the 4th of August. Yeah, it's going to be around that, darling dears. Between then and, I'm thinking between then and the Lion's Gate around the 8th. Yeah, okay. The energy of the 10 is representative of the 10th house, as I already said. So we're already talking about your career, your public standing, how you are seen by the world as a whole. It's about your responsibilities. For some of you, you're going to be stepping into fame, because 10 could also represent Dharma, good karma, darling dears. You are most definitely the breadwinner of your family, darling dears. Okay, so this is the energy of Saturn, and it's the 10th house. Saturn itself is represented by the number 8. It's life path number 8. You could be a life path 8, 17 or 26. It's represented by the letters H, Q and Z. It's also representative, as I said, of Capricorn, which also represents Aquarius, which is P and F. Gaining a new level of responsibility, darling dears. Energy of the 8th is the 8th house. That's about money. It's about finances, money coming towards you. It could be money from an investment, joint finances, but it's about the rebirth of you as well. You're putting something down, some wound, something that you've been carrying for some time, darling dears. It's moving away. You're also moving away from people that are going through some kind of loss, some kind of bankruptcy, darling dears. I know, darling dears. 8th house is also about your clairvoyancy or clairaudiency. Okay, audience. Yes. All of the above, darling dears. You are leaning into your taboo practices in the sense of tarot, numerology, astrology, or whatever spiritual practice that you are carrying at this moment in time. But it's definitely the ending of a cycle, darling dears, and moving towards something which is more fitting of you, in the position of being seen. Good golly and gosh, I know, bestie, I know. Okay, let's move on. We're going to get a black card before we go into the other deck. sun energy, darling dears. Energy of the sun speaks about putting the past behind you like a ponytail. And again, when it's depicted by the Rider-Waite deck, you can see the past behind the person in the form of some kind of barrier, but it's behind you. Remember, I told you, like a ponytail, darling dears, moving forward. It speaks about a new revitalization of yourself. Some of you are going to be meeting your soulmate, darling dears. The Emperor or the Empress is about to enter your life. Remember, I told you that. This will be a lifelong commitment, one where you are equally balanced, masculine and feminine energy. Okay. You're going to also be receiving a new lease on life pertaining to your health. Your self-esteem is going to be on 1000. It's also represented because the number 19, the sun, is represented by Apollo, so he rules music and healing. You could be in the healing field, darling dears. This is a new level of enlightenment, but it also speaks about revitalization and moving forward. The sun energy is telling me that again, your psychic abilities, your physical energy is about to take an upswing. Your stamina is going to be getting a lot better. It's about your integrity, darling dears, moving forward at a hot trot. You've also got someone in the background, no way out. But didn't I say somebody stuck within some kind of bankruptcy, losing some money in a situation? Yeah, them I got you it. Lovers, you made the right choices, darling dears. It also again speaks about you meeting a significant partner in your life, darling dears. Well, if you're going to meet them during Mercury retrograde, that's from the 17th, and I believe it's the tail end is up until around the 11th of September. Don't do it, Scotty. Don't do it. You can be friends until afterwards, but get their intel. What's that? Their birth natal chart, their perfection chart. You need to know which animal they're with in the zodiac chart. Yes. Get all of the above, darling. Just gather your intel. But you are definitely going to be meeting a new person. We've got 3 tens on the tableau, darling dears. Lean in. It's about your plans. Somebody who is trying to upset your plans, darling dears, because of the choices they've made in their own life. Base of the deck, the 5th house. It's about you having more of a focus on your children. It's about romance. It's about you are definitely going to be dating, darling dears. Trust and believe. And I'm getting it like you're not expecting it, darling dears. You've got the 6, number 6 going down to the 5, so it's the final countdown, darling dears. And the 19 goes back to a 10 again. Somebody's being left in the dust, darling dears. The energy of the 5th house. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. It's also speaking about the experiences that you had as a child. This is about you letting them go once and for all. The 5th house is also the house of drama. Drama.com, darling dears. Drama outside of your relationship or this new adventure that you're going into. The energy of the 5th house could also represent star quality, darling dears. Stepping into the spotlight, utilizing skills and gifts that you acquired. Oh my God, you've even got the Chariot energy, darling dears. Nothing can stop you. Again, this is success, and it also speaks about being spiritually guided. Good golly and gosh, you may even have bought a new Chariot of righteousness. The energy of the Chariot, Cancer energy, Moon energy, tells me about the determination, the drive. It also speaks about war, darling dears. There's a lot of people that would like to argue with you at this moment in time because of this new beginning you have created for yourself. The energy of the Chariot also again speaks of you meeting this new partner. You might meet them on a trip, you might meet them by accident, but you are most certainly going to be meeting the Emperor or the Empress. Good golly and gosh, I know, bestie. It also speaks about a mobile home. Is somebody moving into a mobile home or traveling? But again, it speaks into your victory, this resourcefulness. Yeah, when everything else failed, you relied on your 6th sense, the energy of the 8, darling dears. You relied on the unseen. Yeah, somebody who has an attachment to you still, darling dears. Someone who who didn't count on what? The pomp and circumstance. They didn't take whatever they did to you. They didn't think it was serious. Imagine that. After you ran away like Tinky Winky, took the bag with you, darling dears, and crossed them off your everything list, they didn't get the message. Okay. Let's press on. Let's press on. This is fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Where's the... Let's see if I can find them. Looking for the... Is this it? I was looking for the gods. Is it the gods and goddesses or the ancestors? Whatever, put it in the comments, darling dears. Definitely moving on, darling dears, after a long slog. But we're also at the end of the 12-year cycle of Capricorn at this moment in time. So everything that you've been culminating, because at the beginning, in January, it was at the 0 degrees. And now as we go into the new moon in Capricorn, which we are currently in, it's at 29 degrees. The anarchic, yeah. Something serious is going down, darling dears. It's like you're in a sense of urgency. You're going to be making major decisions. Yeah. You were born, darling dears, to master this lifetime. Remember, I told you that. Right. Aneric. Is it Aneric? I'm sure it's Aneric. So what is it that you need to know going forward with this new beginning? And meeting an emperor. If an emperor is what you're looking for, it could also represent a business partnership. Nope, you're gonna be meeting the emperor. Oh, child. Yeah, represented by Father Sky, darling dears, but it also represents the emperor. Trust in the unknown. You're not gonna be expecting this person to turn up in your life, but turn up they will, darling dears. Why? Because you've been through the DNS, the dark night of the soul, darling dears. Had to look over my right shoulder. Yeah, ain't creeping up on me again, darling dears. Yeah, you're going to be meeting this person, the elder. This person is being guided to you by the elders. Remember, I told you that. More beyond ancestral patterns, darling dears. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Didn't I say the culmination of letting go certain things? Yeah, seeing what triggers you, darling dears. Split the deck. We've got winter months, darling dears. This is when it's going to be building momentum. Yeah, take care of your needs. Always put your needs first, darling dears, before anyone else's, including your progeny. Remember, I told you that. Okay. And winter months is your month, isn't it? Yes, yes. But you're going to be meeting someone on the same standing, on the same level. There's going to be a lot of dating, a lot of charming. Yes, yes, yes. The energy of the 6 tells me about the freedom that you're going to be experiencing. Yeah, why? Because change is afoot. Definitely breaking out of the routine that you've been in. But you've been in this routine because you had to heal from many, many past situations. You now have the energy of the lovers, darling dears. Healing energy, feeling more comforted. You learn to take care of yourself first and foremost before anything. Listen, if you're on a plane and it's going down, they'll tell you to put the mask on you first, darling dears. Yeah. You also listen to music to restore your harmony. Go for it, darling dears. Be as bad as you want to be. Okay. Okay. The energy of the 7 is a highly spiritual number, darling dears, as depicted by the chariot energy, darling dear. Telling me that you are at genius mode. Again, you are utilizing all of your mystic energies to call whatever it is you are calling into yourself. Okay. For some of you, you're going to be physically relocating. But it's about you, staying focused, staying true to your purpose, and not allowing your ego to get in the way, because your ego is not your amigo, darling dears. Okay, let's get another deck. We'll press on at a hot trot to the decks. Let's get a deck I haven't used in a while. I'm still saying I'm looking at all of them. It doesn't feel right. Let me go with this one. Base of your deck, King of Wands could represent someone of darker skin complexion, maybe a black person. You could be olive, whatever. This is a dark person, darling dears, whether it's male or female. This is somebody looking back into the past, looking at what they've overcome. Why? You are a natural born leader, highly spiritual, darling dears. Okay. Tells me that you are dynamic, you're charming. Some of you have the gift of the gab. You're able to utilize the microphone. It speaks about being online. It could be your work that you're going towards, darling dears, because I said you're culminating something, ending something. Okay. Okay. Give it a quick shufty. So what's going on with your relationships over the next 7 days? Listen. Listen. Oh my God. What you're seeking is seeking you. The Pentacles can also represent my ring-bearing card. If you are using communication of any form, darling dears, it's about to come to you. This is about you stepping into the spotlight. You've done the hard work, the research. Maybe you've put in the 10,000 hours it takes to become a master of whatever gangster you are gangstering, darling dears. What you're seeking in reliance to a partner, a partnership, someone to support you, all of this is coming towards you, and this is in your relationship field. So it's definitely an offer coming towards you. The Pentacles itself can also represent a new job, a new position. It also speaks about you making some kind of investment, new money coming towards you. Yeah. And it's chasing you slowly, darling dears, not running past you. So it's definitely coming towards you, a new offer. 3 of Cups also speaks about, as far as relationships, you went through some form of betrayal within a relationship, darling dears. Lots of skullduggerous behavior. This could also represent abuse, abusing a situation, being emotionally immature within a situation. But you are definitely leaving it behind, and you are walking towards an emperor or someone who's coming in to support whatever it is you got going on. All right, let's move on. What about your friendships? Friends, how many of us have them? Boy, to be called my friend? Hey, hey. Woo, child. Hand over all of the intel, the births to everything. Right, as far as your friendships are concerned, darling. Oh my God. Yeah, you isolated from a lot of people. You had no choice. It's about you going within, darling dears. But you had to recognize what was going wrong in your life in pertaining to friends. 5 of Pentacles is telling me that you're going to be building new relationships over the next 7 days. Why? Because again, it's online, darling dears. It could be online, it could be in a group, but it's about you being able to shine as the person you're meant to be. Because you got rid of all the chaff, darling dears. We've also got someone who is extremely manipulative. We had the King of Wands in upright, but this King of Wands has got a double dealing back front neck tabber in their hemisphere. I believe this is a past energy, darling dears. Whoever that person is dealing with, they're not on the up and up. This person is a liar. You can't trust them with nothing. They're not even above going through a quick graveyard Watusi to keep people tied to a situation. Remember, I told you that. Yeah. You got rid of a lot of people in your life. There could be 9 significant people that had to go. There was no way forward. Ha ha! Ooh, child. Yeah. Felt really, really depressed, down-pressed, unable to express and be your true person or person you was meant to be in this lifetime. You got rid of a lot of people and someone in the background. Whoever's doing the spell work, darling dears, it's not going to work out for them. Tower moment coming through for them. Yeah, tell me something more about the friends going forward. Because you're coming out of an unhealthy situation. That's a lot of cards. Don't like it when it does that. It's a lot of cards, Black. Okay. Okay.
Ten of Swords, this is you going into unclear territory, darling dears. This is also what you isolating yourself from a situation because you couldn't see the point of continuing with these types of friendships in your life because you are extremely loyal, you're dedicated. Yeah, moon energy. It speaks about you using your intuition and your discernment. It speaks about the bad friends that you were around, darling dears. Yeah, but you're going to have a reason to celebrate. Wheel of Fortune, again, this is dating. It could also represent worldwide travel, darling dears. Yeah, distant lands, distant people, foreign people. Be on the alert for that, darling dears. But this is definitely the ending of karmic relationships. Moving forward. You cleaned the whole board. You didn't just wait for a few minutes. Okay. What about your career and your finances over the next 7 days? Listen, you're the boss of everything. And again, this represents the Emperor. Because it could be a male and female, or female and female, whatever the circumstances is for you. This is who's coming through. I'm talking about your finances, and it's talking about you being an entrepreneur, you going into a higher position, being gifted a new position, possibly in your job, your school, whatever it is, darling dears. But you're in a better position financially over the next 7 days. Yes. Yeah. This goes to 10, 11, 12, 12 of Swords, Hangman, darling dears. This is you coming out of some kind of mental confusion. Yeah, this is your coming out party. Before, you would still be in hibernation, the wounded warrior, but you're now coming out of whatever it was pertaining to your career. You had to make a difficult decision pertaining to your career. This is the ending of a cycle. It could be the ending of a marriage, but because we're pertaining to your career, I believe it's the ending of your job, leaving a job and going towards another. But it was the best, it's the best decision you ever made as far as your money is concerned, darling dears. Being your own boss. Yeah. Your heart ain't broken. There's nothing that you're leaving behind. And you're moving towards what? True peace, stability, being able to manage your finances. Yes, your management of your time. It also speaks about ancestral protection, darling dears. This was a necessary move. You're about to get a message coming in. A message pertaining to what? Skrilla.com, darling dear. Money, knowing your worth, adding tax. It also represents someone being a mother. You could be a mother or a father of children at this moment in time. Again, we see the Emperor coming through, but this can also represent yourself. And again, this is a fated meeting. Remember, I told you that. It's all about this meeting, darling dears. Don't go looking for it. When it's ready to turn up, it'll turn up. Let's get one final deck, and then we're out of here to get great. Do I know where Kipper is, or is Kipper missing? I think Kipper's missing, blood. No, Kipper's not missing. Kipper's right here. Final message. Sky Father, Father God Most High, darling dears. Whatever's coming towards you, keep your expectations high, darling dears. Yeah, so that there won't be any grey area for boundaries because they're already high. And it also speaks about what? Keeping them high and expecting the best to be returned to you. This is a new beginning. Energy of the 8. You got rid of all of the bottom feeders. Yeah, that's the right word. Bottom feeders. You got rid of them. It's on the 28, and 28 is the number of wealth, darling dears. High expectations coming towards you. Remember, I told you that. This is a new beginning. Final card. Distant horizons. You will be traveling, darling dears, pertaining to this relationship or because of this relationship. Remember, I told you that. The 3 and the 6 again is fulfillment. Yes, it is manifestation mode, darling dears. Remember, I told you that. Fate is most definitely on the tableau. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks for my other uploaded videos. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat.